Welcome, everyone, to Mayhemtainment. I am your host, JD. Marcus Fredrickson played us in. Make sure you go check out his music, reverbnation.com/Marcus Fredrickson, and share out your favorite song. And this is our Wrestlemania Las Vegas prediction show. And Wolfman and I brought a few friends along with us to help us with this episode. We have the new JJ Dillon of the Four Horsemen of Podcasting from Popcorn and Whiskey, my favorite podcast, Andrew Paletto.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me here.
Already holding up the floor. And from Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc, we have the legend himself, J-Mac.
What do you say? Let's ring the damn bell.
Absolutely. And in a few more minutes, we should have Uncle Slam joining us. He's running a few minutes behind, but that's okay. So WrestleMania is starting. Well, not yet, but in less than an hour, we'll be getting underway. 7 matches, I believe, is what the card is.
Yep.
So that's, 7 matches that's not terrible. Seems like a small card for a pay-per-view, but I guess when you're splitting it into 2 nights, before we get into the matches, just real quick, what are your thoughts on it still being 2 nights? Shouldn't it just be back to 1 night at this point?
Yeah.
No, I love it 2 nights. I absolutely love it better 2 nights.
I like it 2 nights, but just if you're going to do 2 nights, I want more than 4 or 5 matches. 7 is good.
You think 7's okay?
7 is a good. Yeah, I do think 7 to 8 matches is good for 1 night.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I say cut back on the pomp and circumstance a little bit. Yeah, I get it. This is their granddaddy of them all. This is the big one. So they're going to do that, but cut back on it. Instead of having, 10-minute entrances, make them 6 minutes or 7 minutes, but not the whole 10 minutes. Back off a little bit.
Yeah, there is a whole video package, and it seems like it's a good 20, 30 minutes sometimes between matches, and I think that's a little bit long, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start off with I don't really know what the order is going to be on the card. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what the exact order is, so I'm just going to pick one, and Stephanie Vakir versus Liv Morgan. Who are you guys thinking? Wolfman, why don't you start us off?
Stephanie Vakir by a long shot.
All right.
She's going to whoop Liv Morgan's ass.
Any reason why, or just because?
I'm just sick and tired of seeing Liv Morgan win the title that she legitly had to hand over, and she hasn't earned her spot quite yet.
Okay.
Because she's still in concussion protocol.
She is?
Yeah, her and Perez butted heads literally, and she had a big goose egg on her head.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, is she even cleared to wrestle? Is that match still happening?
Apparently it is, but I don't think that if she's still in concussion protocol, she shouldn't be fighting.
Let's see. Go ahead.
As of last night, during the ESPN had an hour thing about 5 o'clock last night where they were previewing a bunch of stuff and had a live crowd. Liv did come out and do her Liv stuff, and so and Stephanie came out and they were yelling at each other. And Stephanie was yelling in Spanish, one of those kind of things. So as far as if it was not on, they would have said so last night, but they were saying that it's on for tonight. So
maybe she's been cleared on. That's interesting to me.
She appeared at the Hall of Fame, and she has got a couple of shiners, and she's still got the bruise on her forehead. And from what it says, she's still involved with the. Is it okay? This is never mind. That's a one-on-one. That's kind of weird though. That's. See, I was thinking I don't know why at first until I remembered you put the visual up. She was involved in that tag team match. But yeah, with her being one-on-one and still in concussion protocol, I don't know how they can do a whole lot.
Yeah.
No, that's going to be an easy match. It's going to be a 1, 2, 3, I think, because I personally know the concussion protocol. I've had 4 concussions in my lifetime. So it takes at least 3 or 4 weeks to get over a concussion.
That's what I was thinking too. So you have Morgan for the win. You think it's just going to be a squash match for her?
I think it's going to be Stephanie Vakir for the victory.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stephanie Vakir. I'm sorry, I had it backwards there. So, and you think?
Yeah.
sense if she's injured and stuff, it could just be a squash match.
Yeah, it's going to be like not even a match. She's just going to punch her once and she's going to go down.
That's interesting. Andrew,
I agree.
My heart wants Liv to win, but I think Stephanie will, just for the WWE has a hard on for Stephanie, and for whatever reason, I don't get it on for her either.
She's awesome.
Liv, they're promoting the hell out of her with this new video she produced, or they produced for her. Laugh, don't laugh, whatever, but they did, and so to me that means that they want to do more with Liv. So I think turning her into a baby face might be the way to go. So that being said, Stephanie will win, which will open the door for Raquel to come in and feud with Stephanie. So Stephanie, yes.
And J-Mac?
I just think this match, if she's still in concussion protocol, as Wolfman was saying, something's going to happen to where the match isn't going to take place and Stephanie's just going to be given the title or whatever. I hate to see that because, fans are getting robbed of a match, but you can't put these people in danger either. You know what I mean?
Right.
Absolutely.
I hate it.
All right, so we got
Stephanie.
The 3 picks for Stephanie Bakir. If you're watching and tuning in, thank you for doing that. Hit that like button, hit that share button, leave a comment who you think is going to win. We'll share the comments. And we did have Johnny Lee swing by for a minute. He's getting ready to do his watch along. As the Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc, I'll also be doing a watch along that I might be joining him for a little while, a little bit of that watch along. So tune into Headlocks, jump over to the Nice Guy Andy podcast, come back to Headlocks. Jump back and forth between both watch-alongs there. Let's talk about.
And you guys are more than welcome to join us on Headlocks too at 6 if y'all want to.
Yeah, Wolfman, I don't think was planning on it, and Andrew doesn't really do watch-alongs. He's not really a fan of doing watch-alongs.
No,
but I invited them both. I did invite them both.
Yes, you did. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I just been dealing with some health issues right now.
Of course, Wolfman. Yeah, of course.
Totally understand.
Yeah, completely understand that.
And prayers.
Yes, prayers.
Thank you.
Prayers for Wolfman. Wolfman just had a seizure yesterday, so that's why we're glad that he even joined us today for the prediction show. So
super
20-minute long seizure.
Yeah.
Well, God bless, and I hope. Yeah.
Hopefully you can feel better in a couple of days as you have in the past. Rollins versus Gunther. This match was kind of thrown together. That's why we're going to cover it early. Wolfman, we're going to start with you again. Rollins or Gunther?
Can I vote for the referee? Because I really don't give a shit about either of them.
Yeah. Tomorrow night, I'll have one of those matches where I'll be casting a vote for the referee, even though I'm not even casting votes for these prediction shows. So you don't, what do you consider that you don't like it at all? Then you're not even interested in it. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think it's just a filler, they had a space they needed a match in, and they just said Rollins versus Gunther.
Yeah. Oh,
what's next? Hornswoggle versus Great Khali.
Andrew, what are your thoughts then? Rollins or Gunther, or the referee?
I'm just opposite of Wolfman on this one. I'm looking forward to this match, and Seth and I got to apologize for not saying Seth's name last night. I think he's up there in the top 5 of in-ring performers. And I'm not a Seth fan, but I think he's up there. My heart is saying Gunther, but I think Gunther will also win this thing. Gunther, the ring general, however they say it, just for the fact that they built him up to be so strong, he can't lose at WrestleMania, because rumor has it that him and Brock are going to go at it at SummerSlam. And he's going to retire Brock at SummerSlam. That's the rumor has it. That's what I've heard from different dirt sheets.
Remember last year, Gunther tapped out to Jey Uso.
Oh yeah, and the year before he lost to Sammy. So yeah, absolutely.
So Gunther is 0-2.
But they built him up strong and very strong. So
people still give him shit for tapping out at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and they always will. So I think I'm going with Gunther.
Gunther, okay. I'm not voting, but that's who would be my pick. I can't imagine them building Gunther up just to put over Seth Rollins. That doesn't really seem like the way you would do that. So, J-Mac, what are your thoughts on it?
Honestly, I don't like this match. I'm going to tell you why. Because, like you touched on, they've built him up for the past year since that ridiculous tap out to mid-card Jey Uso. They had him tap out to him for whatever reason nobody understands, just to throw Jey Uso back into the tag team matchups. But that's another story for another show. So I don't see the point in bringing Seth Rollins back and killing any momentum he's going to have from his comeback by losing to Gunther. And then if you have Gunther lose to Seth Rollins, then you're just killing the momentum that you built with him being this indestructible force.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it makes no sense why this match was put together. I would have rather seen Seth versus Braun, Seth versus Bronson Reed, Seth versus somebody in the Vision, the group that just kicked him out.
Paul Heyman.
Yeah, it would have made more sense. I mean, that's the group that kicked him out. What does Gunther have to do with anything? Oh, Paul Heyman hired him. What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's all about the money.
Is Gunther going to come under Paul Heyman? Is he going to be the new the new mouthpiece for Gunther?
No, it was just somebody in creative bent over and somebody pulled something out of their ass, and that was all this is.
Gotcha. I do kind of agree with that. So you don't have a pick, or
the referee? I don't care.
All right, so the referee is 2-1 for the Rollins Gunther match. That's what
all I'm gonna say is this match a win for this doesn't help either one.
No,
a loss hurts both.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. This is for the Intercontinental Championship. Now I'm just going to say one thing because I'm not giving votes on this, but I don't understand. Becky Lynch is a world champion. Her whole gimmick is she's the man. And I'll get granted, Ric Flair went back and he held the U.S. title a couple times, even after being the world champion. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that they're trying to build prestige for the women's Intercontinental title, but shouldn't Becky Lynch be feuding for the world title and not? And shouldn't this match be for a world title, not the women's Intercontinental title? Wolfman,
not a mid-card title.
What are your thoughts, and who do you have in this match?
I'd have to go with AJ Lee because Becky Lynch is just so freaking irritating.
I'm a Becky Lynch.
I have a thing like every time you see Seth Rollins lose, you see his wife come in and win the match for him.
Yeah, well, that's more of a Rollins problem than a Becky Lynch problem. I think that makes Becky Lynch look better.
She is more man than Seth Rollins is himself.
Fully agreed. Andrew, what are your thoughts? Becky Lynch more man than Seth Rollins? No,
hot take.
I'm picking Becky for this match for the win, just for the fact that she's got her ass handed to her the last 3 times by AJ.
3
and 3. Okay, it's been 3, and I just can't see AJ staying long term, and a loss for AJ is not going to hurt her at all. A loss from Becky at this point will really, really hurt her. So Becky's got to win this one.
I agree. J-Mac?
I agree that Becky's got to win this one just because I see AJ going home for a little while. I don't think she's going to stay gone. I think she's going to make her appearances, but I think she's more into being the mommy life than she is wrestling. But to your point about the Becky going back and, doing the Intercontinental scene instead of the world scene, I think the Intercontinental title and the U.S. women's title needed that. They needed a world title holder to come back and give those championships some legitimacy where they're brand new.
I can understand that. WWE's done that before. So did WCW. They had many former world champions go back and hold both the, whether it was the Intercontinental or the US, depending on which company you're talking about. It happens in both companies. So I don't have it. It wasn't that I had a problem. It wasn't that I had a problem with her holding the Intercontinental belt or even feuding with the Intercontinental belt, but I kind of figured it was just like her taking a step back. I'm the Intercontinental Champion and rise back to the world title picture. I didn't think we'd have this evolved, long, kind of drawn out thing for the Intercontinental title.
I did, just because it's the wives of the feuding men.
Yep. That's also a great point. That's also a really great point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's I'm gonna save we'll save the main event for the main event, and the match that I'm most looking forward to for next to that. I don't know who. That's not me ringing.
That's not me.
My bad.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. No, it's all right. All right, so let's do Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. Wolfman.
This is an unsanctioned match, also.
Oh yes, an unsanctioned match. Yes.
Yes.
I think it's going to be Jacob Fatu.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I got to go with the other werewolf.
All right.
Are we supposed to be given reasons why? I mean, because I keep saying that, and if I won't.
Wolfman, sometimes he doesn't. That's the prediction specialist. Sometimes
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a better record than I do. I give you that much.
When he's confident about one of his picks, he usually does not give us a whole lot of elaboration. He's like Jacob Fatu, like that's it. So that's just the way he is. Sometimes
you don't need an explanation. He's just going to get ass whooping.
That's how I take the quick answers from Wolfman. When Wolfman's like just Jacob Fatu, then it's like okay.
Okay, that's cool.
He's completely certain that Jacob Fatu.
Hey, Wolfman has a much better record than I do, so no argument there.
I'm a lot better at it than a certain co-host I haven't seen for a while, so we're not going to mention any names.
Where is he tonight, Wolfman? You should start messaging him and give him some shit, because where is he?
I have been, but he never answers.
Well, he's going to start answering somebody who's going to get kicked in the face. All right, so Andrew, Jacob Fatu, or Drew McIntyre?
I got to give it to Drew. Drew's been doing too many jobs lately, and
I think so too.
WWE's going to say, we appreciate you being here, and so we're going to give this the win to you. And I think that's why Fatu is going to be aligned back with the what's his name, Solo Sikoa guy, whatever his name is.
Solo Sikoa,
yeah. He's going to be aligned back with him. So I'm giving it to Drew.
J-Mac?
I love Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu is what Solo was supposed to be when Solo came in.
Yes.
I think they friggin' I don't know why they just dumbed down Solo Sikoa. I don't get it. He should have been unstoppable. Yes, but he's not horrible. I mean, he could have been that enforcer, that unstoppable force like Umaga or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, Umanga. But in saying that, I just feel like the WWE is trying to make us believe in Drew McIntyre as opposed to it just being organically done. And it's through no fault of Drew's. Drew has, left, come back, and reinvented himself. I like Drew McIntyre. But I think Drew McIntyre in the WWE as world champion is not working. If he was in TNA, if he was in AEW, if he was in another company, I would believe it so much more. There's just too much going on at the top for Drew to be that big of a player, in my opinion. I like Drew, but I'm picking Jacob in this one.
I agree with that. WWE does like their long-term storytelling, and Drew McIntyre doesn't really fit in with any of the stories that they have going on at the top right now. But that's one of the things I'll throw an AEW plug in here for. That's one of the things I like about AEW. Tony Khan's a fan, and sometimes he will just throw a person in because it's going to be a damn good match. Doesn't matter about the story. And that's one thing that I think that AEW does have over WWE is that you're going to get a little bit of a random aspect of it once in a while. But anyway, back to WWE. All right, this is the match that I'm most looking forward to. Okay, because I love fatal four-way tag matches. I think the women right now in any company, I don't care which company you're talking about, are putting in the work more than the men. I think the women are putting on more exciting matches than the men. I don't care what company you talk about. And this is the potential to be the show stealer, I think. This is the wild card. This is the one that I think a lot of people are really going to get into if it's done right. So what do you guys think here? 4 corners tag team match for the what is it? It's just the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Okay, I wasn't sure it was Raw or SmackDown or how they do shit. So Wolfman, who do you have for this? I'm very interested in your pick for this.
It's gonna be either the Bella Twins or Lyra Valkyria and Bailey, but I did hear some news. I sent a link to you, boss, about one of the Bella Twins having an injured ankle. So she might be out, and then I saw a visual saying that a certain wrestler is coming back from TNA that's going to take that spot.
Interesting. So
Paige might be taking her spot.
I seen Paige has. I've seen a couple of things last night that said Paige has re-signed with the WWE. But
now,
in saying that, I also seen earlier where I'm watching the pre-show and everything right now. But the Bellas are there together.
So let me ask
they walked together. Didn't look like there was any kind of cast or any kind of anything like that. Of course, they could be hiding it for TV.
Does that affect the outcome? Do you think, Wolfman? Does that affect the outcome for you? If it might. Not, you said the Bella Twins, but if one of them is injured, who would you still pick that team to win, even if it's Paige substituting, or do they call an audible and pick a different team?
I think they might call an audible. Because who knows how long the Bella Twins are going to be around.
So if there's an injury, do you want to change who your prediction would be? If one of the Bella Twins is out. If there's
an injury, it's probably going to be Lyra and Bailey.
Valkyrie and Bailey. Okay. Andrew, then what are your thoughts on the Fatal 4-Way tag team?
I tell you what, Wolfman and I could not be more opposite on any of these, because I said on my prediction show the other night that you could take this to the bank. The Bella Twins will not win this. They shouldn't even be in this match. The only reason that I think they're in there is a little for eye candy. I can't see any way, shape, or form the Bella Twins will win this.
Only if they're making a comeback. If the Bella Twins are making a comeback, putting the straps on them would be the way to make their comeback very, very effective.
I just don't see it. And so that being said, I'm a huge Charlotte fan.
Yeah.
But Charlotte and Alexis.
I'm a huge Alexa fan.
They're going. They got to start feuding one of these sometime, and I think tonight might be the catalyst for them to start feuding.
No way. They got to win the belts. It's got to happen with the belts. They got to have the belts, start feuding, then they lose it. Then that's what turns them completely on each other. Okay. That's the story they're telling. I've seen it
all that being said, I like Bailey and Val Kilmer or whatever her name is.
Valkyria.
Yeah, that too. But I'm predicting that the strap will stay with the big
Nia Jax.
Yeah, the big girls.
Yeah. You know what? I would hope that they lose the belts. I'm not a fan of either one of them too. J-Mac, what are your thoughts on the 4 corners tag match?
Well, going back to what we were saying, I just looked it up, and it says as of April 17, 2026, reports indicate that Paige Saraya has re-signed with the WWE on a multi-year deal, reversing her 2022 departure. And this is what it says, she is expected to return to in-ring, potentially appearing at WrestleMania 42 to replace an injured wrestler.
Well, then there it is. Maybe then.
So she could possibly be it. Does that change my prediction? Yes. If she shows up tonight and replaces one of the Bellas, then my prediction is that she's going to win. They're going to win because
really
WrestleMania moment. Bring her back and win the tag team titles.
So you think the Bella Twins only win with a substitution?
Yes.
Yep.
Without a substitution, I'm either going with Charlotte or the big girl, or Charlotte's team or the big girls, because Charlotte, I've seen a report from her, and I believe it was last week. We talked about it on our recap show. We were talking about how Charlotte said that she's floating the idea of retirement around.
About time. Oh, sorry. Did I say that?
I mean, I hate to say that because, yes, they did kind of shove Charlotte down our throat, but at the time, man,
I would love that.
You know what? I better switch J-Mac and Andrew. We can't have Andrew and Wolfman side by side anymore. They're going to start fighting.
I think at the time Charlotte was pretty much what they had to bank that entire women's division on.
Yep.
You know, they had some other good people and everything, but they were still developing Becky. They were still developing Bailey. They were still developing Sasha Banks at the time. You know, a few other women were coming up and everything. Charlotte was the gold standard at that point. So if like I said, if it's not a re-debuting Paige, then I think this could be the start of a final run for Charlotte.
As a tag team, you don't think she'd get a world title run before the end?
She don't need it. She's all-time world title winner, just like her dad.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting. Slam, are you there?
Yep.
All right, let's bring you in here. We're on the main event already, buddy, so I'm sorry that you missed most of the show.
Oh, damn.
Do you want to give us some rapid fire on some of the other picks real quick?
Hold on, let me look at the list and shit. Let me see.
I'll bring him up for you, Slam. Don't worry about it. Here,
okay.
We got Stephanie Vaquer and Liv Morgan.
I'm a big Stephanie fan. I love her to death and shit. Ever since she came in, I've been a huge supporter of her. I think Liz will probably win it though, just because the whole Royal Rumble thing. But I want Stephanie to win it. Like I said, she's my fave as far as women right now.
Rollins and Gunther.
I don't really care about this, honestly.
I just want you to know that the
only one that does.
the referee is winning this match 2-1 according to our prediction show.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to say, I would probably say maybe Gunther will win this, but I really don't care. It doesn't even make sense to me, honestly. I felt like they just picked two people that were injured and just kind of threw them together. Like, oh, well, you came back. Here you go.
Yeah, that's pretty much what
they just shoved it down our throats.
Yeah, that's pretty much what the consensus was of the panel here. All right, AJ Lee and Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental.
I've kind of said this before. I'm not a huge fan of old wrestlers coming back. So I would probably prefer Becky Lynch to win this over AJ. I mean, nothing against AJ, but I just don't think that during the current climate of the women's that she can cut the mustard. Honestly. I think everybody else is just a little bit better. I think time's kind of moved past her, kind of like the Bellas, honestly.
Okay, well, we're coming up to that here in just a minute, but first we got Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu.
This, I really kind of like this, honestly. Like I said, I felt bad for Drew McIntyre. I kind of wish he had kept the belt, just to be honest. I love Jacob Fatu. I feel like he's going to be a world champ or in the picture in at least maybe like a year or so. I don't think he's too far removed. I want Jacob Fatu to win this, honestly.
All right, and then I got everything right. Yep, and then the Fatal 4-Way. We had just finished our predictions for the tag match.
Uncle Slam, just to give you some insight too, we just got complete word that Paige Saraya has re-signed with the WWE, whatever you want to call them. And it said on Google that it's predicted that she's there to take the spot of an injured wrestler. And there's reports that one of the Bellas has an injured ankle.
Huh.
So she could be stepping in for one of the Bellas.
Yep.
Honestly, I feel like that the Irresistible Forces will probably retain this. I mean, there's so much chaos going on.
Jackson,
the big girls.
The big girls.
Yeah.
The bigger girls, the BGC, Big Girl Clique, whatever you want to call it. I feel like that, like I said, they just got the titles not too long ago. I mean, they're honestly as big as they are. I mean, I don't think anybody should be able to really beat them or dominate them or whatever. I think as far as Charlotte and Alexis Bliss, I think their time's kind of winding down. I don't really want to see the Bellas again. I'm not totally opposed to Bailey and Valkyria. I don't really care about them that much, so I'm going to go with the Irresistible Forces on this. Can y'all see me? Because it looks like I'm invisible.
No, you are invisible right now.
We don't see
okay. We just see the background. Not sure why.
Let me back out and come back in and see what's up. Hold on.
All right. Well, you do that, and we will transition into the main event of night one.
Wait, no, we got another match you didn't throw up there.
What? Which one am I missing?
The Usos and LA Knight taking on Division and
you're right. Why did I not have that visual loaded in here? I had it in my.
Sent them all to you,
man. Golly, what's up, JJ? Man, we couldn't get him to get the tournament together last night. Now he can't.
I got it. If you want me to put it up there, I got it.
Yeah, I cannot. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. I loaded it in here.
You got it. You want me to put it up?
I loaded it in here two or three times.
There you go.
Okay, so here we go. The Usos, a 6-man tag match. The Usos and LA Knight against 3 guys that I've never heard of before.
It's Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and I Show Speed.
No disrespect to Speed, and I definitely know who Austin Theory is. That was a joke more aimed at the Paul brother. So
yeah.
But anyway,
Logan Paul's going to get his ass kicked.
So Wolfman, let's start with you. What are your thoughts on this match? Who wins this match?
I'm going to go with the Usos.
Usos.
I just got a feeling that Logan Paul is going to stick his nose where it don't belong, and he's going to get his face bashed in like his brother did.
Interesting. All right. Andrew, what are your thoughts on the Usos and LA Knight?
For whatever reason, the WWE does not like LA Knight. I don't get it. The crowd pops for him big time when he comes out there. He should get the push beyond all pushes. And the Usos are falling out of favor with everybody. Vision, they're almost like they feel sorry for him. That's why they give him the belt, because of the injuries that happened. I Show Speed, I have no clue why he's even part of this in any way, shape, or form. He shouldn't even be anywhere near the WrestleMania card with all the other great wrestlers they have on there. Why is he even there? Outside of trying to bring all the teeny boppers that follow him to come on. So
yeah,
just like Logan Paul.
All that being said, I'm predicting Division will walk out with this one. They'll win. They will win.
Uncle Slay, we still can't see you.
I know. I'm having some technical difficulty. I'm trying to see what's up with the camera over here.
It's all good, man. Do you want to give us the prediction for the Usos and LA Knights against Paul, Speed, and Theory?
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is going to be like, I don't see the Usos doing shit. Like I said, Vision just got the belt. I don't see how they just give it up that soon to him or whatever.
So. And J-Mac.
All I'm going to say is I got a feeling the Vision's going to walk away with this, for the simple fact that whatever that crap was that happened between mid-card Jey Uso and that guy on that podcast is going to play out tonight. And that guy's going to interfere in some way, shape, or form. And I agree with what Andrew said. For whatever reason, the WWE just has it in for LA Knight. They will not give that man a chance. So, I mean, what's to make me believe that they're going to start tonight, in a tag team match, much less anything else.
Yeah.
I think everybody's just tired of the Usos. I think everybody's starting to get tired of the bloodline thing. So I think that just needs to all start taking a background. And I think this is the way you do it. Just start, burying the Usos a few times. You want my opinion? I think Jimmy Uso should be getting a push out of any of them.
I think the bloodline, they never really got resolved. It was a big thing, and then of course they battled for a minute, but like the original bloodline didn't really reform in order to take on the new blood. I don't know, the storytelling on the end of that was terrible. It seemed like a great big build up for not a very good payoff.
Yep.
That's my opinion on the bloodline. It was almost like it's like an NWO. It was like this big build up and then no payoff.
Yep.
All right, and the main event now. Am I safe, Andrew? It's the main event time.
Yes.
Okay, good.
You're the host.
Sure.
Yeah, you're the host, dude.
I'm just checking with the manager. He's the JJ Dillon. I'm checking with the manager, making sure that my course of action is correct. That's what he's here for. So we got the main event: Cody Rhodes, the world champion, or WWE champ, the undisputed WWE champion, whatever the hell that means, and Randy Orton,
something or other champion.
Yeah, against Randy Orton. Wolfman, what are your thoughts on this?
I'd like to see Orton win his 15th WWE championship.
Wow, 15th. All right. Any other? That's it? You're just Randy Orton?
Yeah, I'm just going to go with Randy Orton because Cody Rhodes, he's had it, 2-3 times already? And he hasn't done jack with it.
I'm surprised he's had it that many times. I thought the whole point was for Cody to have a big, long, year plus run like Roman had. Apparently, I was very wrong about
Cena
that.
Left, lost it to Cena. Did. So, and then he won it from Cena before Cena retired.
Okay.
So technically, that's 3 times.
Oh, okay. J-Mac, you were saying something.
Oh no, I just said he did.
Oh, okay. He did have a big long reign.
I mean, for the first one after he finished the story, I mean, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was almost a year reign. He got it for a year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Andrew, who's your pick for Cody versus Randy?
The story was great until they brought that idiot Pat McAfee into it.
Yeah.
That alone, if Orton wins, it'll be because Pat does something. I want Orton to win. I think Orton should win. He should have won it by himself without McAfee having any kind of influence. But McAfee will have influence on it, and Orton will win. Unfortunately, it's the way it's going to be, but Orton will win it. Yes.
Yep.
Uncle Slam, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still with you. Still trying to figure this out. We talk what? Orton and Cody Rhodes?
Yep.
Yeah. I think there's no way Orton loses this. The crowd loves him. He gets a hell of a pop no matter what he does, whether he beats the shit out of Cody, whether he leaves him laying and shit. I just think it's just his time, like I said. And it's kind of like everybody else said, man, Cody hasn't really done shit with it. I think the fans are bored of him. They were booing him last time. So,
all right, J-Mac, what are your thoughts on the main event?
I was happy when Cody came back. I was happy when Cody finished his story. I thought that was a pretty, the dramatics of him going to the first one and not winning it, I thought was pretty cool, And then, he finally finished the story and all that stuff. I've never been a huge Randy Orton fan. I like Randy Orton. I'm not like a diehard. I'm not rooting for Randy Orton the same way I am Shawn Michaels or Stone Cold or somebody. He's all right. I've always looked at him as kind of a transitional champion. He's never been anything spectacular. Not a great promo. But as far as him and Cody, I'm just kind of tired of seeing Cody. I think it's time for a Cody heel turn, as I've been predicting. Kind of a Homelander type heel turn. And then, Randy could, I don't know if you want Randy to go good or whatever, but Randy's going to win this. I'm interested, but I'm not as interested. I was more interested when I thought the possibility of like Ted DiBiase Jr. coming out and being that guy and not Pat McAfee.
That would have been great.
The Pat McAfee thing is what turned me off of this feud. When that happened, I was just so out of it. Now, if it, like you said, if it would have been Ted DiBiase Jr., he had just got acquitted off that stuff and everything. So, you didn't have any backlash or bad publicity from that. He was in the public eye, so people know who he is. I think it would have been the perfect time to bring him back. Boom. You let him be the guy, and I can't believe you turned on me too. But hey, whatever. Orton's winning, but I'm not that interested.
Yeah. I think that's pretty terrible that they did that to the main event. Pat McAfee doesn't make any sense to me at all. They should have just let it build up without him. I think it had more hype without Pat McAfee. And again, another hidden reveal right after the Danhausen debacle. They do another hidden reveal because this time it's going to work better. We just lost Uncle Slam. Hopefully he'll come back in a second. So, I think that was another stupid thing anyway. Hidden reveals, we've discussed this. They don't work. And doing one and then another is just bad decision making on WWE's part.
they do work when you stick with the plan and don't keep trying to change the damn plan every 2 weeks. You know, I mean, look how great the friggin' Black Scorpion thing could have been. But then, you know, at the last minute, everything imploded. So we'll just make it Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Like nobody could tell that it was that damn nose underneath that mask and everything.
Yeah.
You know, it just made no sense. You build it up for, and that's the thing, you know, if you're going to build it up, give the payoff. Don't give us a stupid left field thing that doesn't make any sense. Nobody cares about Pat McAfee. Everybody cared about Ted DiBiase Jr. Everybody cared about it being somebody from the past like that. The Rock. I would have loved that. The Rock finally got a hold of his guy to go after Cody Rhodes' soul like he said he wanted.
Yeah.
At least it would have made sense.
The only payoff I can ever remember working was when Hulk Hogan turned heel at Bash at the Beach. And even at that, people were freaking out about it. So, you know what I mean? It's only in hindsight that maybe, but I don't think Pat McAfee is going to have that same kind of value. That's just my opinion. All right, so we got our predictions in. J-Mac, make sure you switch over to Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc in about 10 minutes or so when the pay-per-view begins. J-Mac and them guys are going to be doing a live watch-along, and I'll be joining them here very shortly. Thank you, Wolfman, for providing the visuals for us for this episode.
Problem.
Yes, Wolfman, thank you.
And Andrew, and I gave him to J-Mac, so he can use them on the watch-along as well. But I told him make sure he shouted you out there too. Andrew, thank you for joining us. Make sure you go
for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Go check out Popcorn and Whiskey. It's my favorite podcast, and give it a listen. Uncle Slam, we're closing out the show, but we have you on camera, buddy.
There he is.
I know. Man, y'all gonna kill me when you find out what the problem was. I didn't have the
camera on.
I didn't have it plugged in.
I was just about to say you didn't have the camera plugged in.
I didn't have it plugged into the computer.
Yep, I had a feeling it was something like that. Maybe I wasn't sure.
All these buttons, I'm looking, and I'm like, I looked over, and I'm like, oh, it's not plugged in.
oh dang!
My bad. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Everybody can go switch on Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc, and you're going to see J-Mac and Uncle Slam doing their watch along. I'll be along shortly to join them for a little while, and I think that's about it. Anybody else want to say anything or close anything out?
Nope. I guess we'll all confront each other later on and see what happens.
Did we get Uncle Slam's prediction on the
Roman Reigns and
Cody and Randy?
Randy easily. Like I said, everybody loves him. Cody hasn't done shit in a long time with it. I think the fans are getting bored with him. Easy.
His prediction. Now that I think about it, didn't you?
Yeah.
He did.
Now the only one I didn't did y'all already do CM Punk and Roman? I'm assuming.
No, that's
tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing it tomorrow.
We're only doing one night prediction.
Okay.
Tomorrow night we're gonna do tomorrow night's prediction at 5:00 also.
All right.
CM Punk.
You're fired. You're fired, JJ Dillon. JJ Dillon's fired. All right. Last thing I'm gonna say.
Roman Reigns is gonna whoop his ass.
Yeah, that match the referee's gonna win. Check out the storefront, bonfire.com/store/Mayhem Media Shop. The Horseman apparel will be available on the storefront this week. So check back on probably Wednesday or Thursday and pick up some Horseman apparel as well. With that, thank you everybody for joining. Turn on Headlocks, Heels, and Havocs. And in the meantime, I am your host, JD, and that's the end.